What's up, everybody? It's KillR3G back with another video. Just want to do a quick review of the Transformers. The movie itself got a lot of criticism. Most Transformer movie does. Heavy CGI, special effects, Michael Bay explosions. I thought the first three movies was decent. I liked the first one a lot. The second one, I enjoyed all of the action scenes, but I thought the movie wasn't as good as the first one. The third one was pretty good. Last half of the movie was the best part for me. The one in between, not so much. It was just a long, drawn-out mess. This one here was surprisingly good to me. I would say this is probably the second best Transformers movie. Or third, right behind number 2. But it was pretty good. I was surprised. I didn't watch this in the theater. I waited for it to come on Blu-ray. I'm glad I did. 4K Blu-ray. Its picture was very sharp, very crisp, very clean. I think out of all of the big blockbuster CGI heavy films, this one was the cleanest, sharpest, smoothest, most vivid video out of all of the action superhero type movies that are released in 4K today. As far as the HDR, it pops. Beautiful HDR. The special effects, perfect. It's spots where you're watching the movie to where you think you know that it's fake, but you can't tell it's fake because of the detail. Look at Optimus Prime. Look at the background. All that is CGI. You can't tell me you don't look like you can put your finger and touch him. It looks real. It's just beautiful all through and through. Real smooth. The color, the scenery, real good. As far as the movie itself, I would probably give it a, I would say a 7.5. It was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. Great movie. If it wasn't 89 of these, I would have been looking forward to another sequel to this. But I just think you're at 4 and 5. I don't know much what you can do. This one right here, you pretty much did everything you could possibly do as far as involving our worlds with the Transformers world. So I'm kind of interested to see where they go from here. But then again, I'm kind of like, let's get into this already. But this movie here was pretty good. This is a reference quality transfer. It's something that I would show off to my buddies when they come over, and so they can see full capability of a 4K HDR driven TV and Blu-ray player and what it can do as far as our technology in the future. Now, another thing I want to talk about, I do these TV comparisons, and if you go back to all of my videos, I've always done TV comparisons. I think I probably get a new TV either every year or every other year. That's just me. That's just the person I am. I am a tech whore. I love getting tech. I'm really fascinated into tech, and I collect things as far as, video games, movies, clothes, shoes, cars, whatever. That's just me. That's my personality. That's how I am. Now, when I started making these comparison videos, I never really made any videos directed towards any other YouTuber or what any other YouTuber was saying. But over the years, the past year, as I made these videos, I kind of had a disagreement with a YouTuber. It goes by the name of Mr. 4K Upscaler. He does a lot of BS collaboration videos or videos where he's pretty much just showing you what he thinks looks better on his TV. So cool, no problem. Make your videos, entertain your audience. Now, he went on there and he had a KS 8000, which my son has in his room. I've made videos about that. You can go back and see. and he was pretty much in love with that TV. And then he got a C6 OLED TV, and then all of a sudden that TV was crap to him, and no LED TV could touch it. No LED TV looked good. And I was like, yo, dude, I understand if you think your C6 looks better than a KS 8000, which I have a KS 8000 and I had a B6 at the time. And I also have a KS 9800. And I told him, side by side, my KS 9800 looked better than my B6. It was a better performing TV. The brights, the HDR, the crisp, the sharpness of the TV, and the blacks was inky black. I wouldn't say it was OLED black because technology says it's not OLED black, but to the human eye, it was OLED black. And I've put side-by-side pictures and videos, and you guys have seen it for yourself. That TV gets OLED black. Just a brighter picture, but the difference is it's slightly little cracks and grooves where you got dark and light coming from is where OLED handles it better. So, you know, it's give and take. And like I said, you can't go wrong with any. Get what you like and the way you're going to use it. If you can afford to get the OLED because you're definitely not choosing wrong. But if you can't afford it and you get you a nice LED, get you a nice LED and enjoy it. You can't go wrong with either. You know, people tell you, or these big companies will tell you, OLED is pound for pound the best. That's the way to go. I can't disagree with them at all. And I own all technologies. But I do say that there's some LED TVs out there that is comparable or can compete well with them. All right. A lot of things I watch, and I got a lot of stuff to watch, a lot of movies, I got a lot of videos, a lot of things that I put these TVs through as I'm watching them, video games. My OLED TV that I've had for a month now looks good, and it's a better, slightly better image on certain areas of movies than my QLED TV. But then there's certain areas in movies where my QLED TV looks better than my OLED TV. So, you know, I buy these products myself. So I'm not sponsored by anybody. So I'm not here to lie or here to big up any other company over the next. Because both these companies has gotten my hard-earned money. But what I'm doing in these videos is just to show you guys real life experiences on how these TVs will look in your living rooms, in your households with your families. I'm not here to jump flip-flop. Now, back to this guy, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, apparently, I guess the guy went through some stuff. And, you know, he was big on his C7, and it was the greatest thing. And he has videos on his page telling you, guys, come on, guys. Deep, dark levels. There's nothing to compare. Deep, dark levels. And this is the way to go. Go OLED. Do not get a LED. And he really would talk bad about people who disagreed with him on his channel. So I would make my videos. Well, fast forward today, you know, I watch YouTube just to make sure I'm not putting out the same exact content as the other YouTubers. And I come across his videos. And apparently this guy no longer has a OLED TV. And he says in his video, don't get an OLED TV because the peak brightness is not good enough for HDR. When a month ago he was saying you only should get an OLED TV because it's the perfect picture. Well, now he don't even have one, and he's back to making videos with his KS 8000 saying it's the best picture. And he also made a video where he was showing his OLED next to the KS 8000, and he was completely shitting on the KS 8000. He put all the brightness up and had it bleeding out of the corners. And now I'm watching his videos as he's showing you how the picture should look. I don't see none of that. And I definitely don't see any of that on my son's TV. So I'm here to show you the real, and to be honest with you guys, I'm not here to feed you bullshit. That way you guys can subscribe to my channels based off of my BS. And you get something home, and just because I like it more doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna like it more, you know. Like what you like, get what you get. But I just think that's fake. I don't like that. That's not how I roll. So I don't roll that way. I'm honest with my viewers or friends and family or whoever comes by my channel wanting to get information on, their next purchase or just the technology itself. Some people don't even plan to purchase these things for a couple of years because they're not feasible at the moment, or they're just not even looking. But they want to know that when they are looking, they want to know what they're looking for. And that's what I make these videos for. I don't have enough subscribers. I don't have any sponsors. I don't get paid off this. I do this for fun because I would be doing this whether I was on YouTube or not. I'm doing this. Everything I purchase is because that's what I like to do. It's my passion. It's a part of my life. That's a piece of my life that adds to the rest of my life, that makes my life what it is today. So, yeah, this movie here is pretty clean. Like, you can really sift through it, almost any scene, and it will blow you away. It's smooth. It's no film grain. It's a lot of things that this movie has that a lot of filmmakers need to incorporate into their film, like the way you shoot the film. Some people, they don't shoot digital. I think these are shot digitally, and you can tell the difference. You definitely can tell the difference. How smooth and grain free this is compared to a lot of other stuff. I was completely blown away by this movie. Didn't expect it, but it's one of the best ones out there as far as, like I said, any of your superhero type movies, just big CGI heavy special effects type movies. This is the best looking one. The Wonder Womans, the Batman v Supermans, the Man of Steel. I have all of those movies. I own them all, and this one looks better than all of them. It looks so much better than all of them to where I'm kind of pissed off now that Zack Snyder don't shoot digitally like Michael Bay does. They went to the same film school. That's why they're both real geniuses when it comes to special effects and the way their movies are shot. They're just beautiful, brilliant. I think they both got the same kind of knock. They can make your movie look like heaven, but that script is hell. They're not too good at scripts, but they got similarities, and I'd really be interested to see them come together and make a superhero movie together and see how that pops out. Because from my understanding, Michael Bay Studios makes all the Ninja Turtle movies, and they look good, but they just lack a lot of little things. It's not much, it's little things, and the little things add up to take you away from the experience and make you not enjoy the movie the way you want to enjoy it, or you were supposed to enjoy it, or intended to enjoy it. But yeah, so I picked up, I always say this, I picked up a lot of movies. I really do. I pick up all the movies. I get them all. I don't really find the time to review them at the time that I watch them. And that's my thing. Like some of these times I'll be up, I'll spend time with my son, helping him with his homework, get him something to eat, and play some games, get on 2K with my homeboys, and I just don't have the time to shoot a video, or I don't think to set everything up, shoot a quick video, and then post it to YouTube for you guys. But pretty much all the movies that are out, I have them. It's just the times I decide I'm gonna watch them. I haven't even opened this yet. Still in the wrapper. I haven't opened this yet. Still in the wrapper. Dracula. Still in the wrapper. I'm looking at like maybe 40 to 50 movies that are still in a wrapper that I plan on watching. And this is all eyes on me. I just got that because, hey, I'm a Tupac fan. Movie wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the shittiest as well. Wonder Woman I've watched. I actually got an extra copy from my brother for his birthday. I just hadn't seen him to give it to him. Again, Wonder Woman looks beautiful, and a lot of scenes, special effects are great. They the HDR is wonderful, but there's film grain, and I hate film grain. I hate it with a passion. And the thing is, the higher quality visual these movies are is when I started to notice the film grain even more. When you're coming from DVD to Blu-ray, you notice film grain. But in DVD, which is a lower standard, I didn't notice it as much. Everything was kind of smooth, you know. And then the same thing, the jump from 4K. You got some 4K movies that they have more detail, but the film grain is so heavy that I'd rather watch the Blu-ray versus the 4K. And it should never be that way, especially when you're moving forward in technology. My Iron Man trilogy set, it seems like every movie gradually got better until finally Iron Man 3 is a reference quality disc. But, you know, I guess it's just the way they filmed. Like, I can't stand film grain. And to a lot of people, it's not a problem. But when you have TVs like this, it sticks out like a sore thumb. These TVs are so sharp and crisp to where any little defect or any little thing that you notice, you will notice them. And eventually it will start to get at you when you're watching someone's face and you can see their pores, but you see film grain. You see, you know, where it's not as smooth as it needs to be. Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk is the best looking movie you can find, period, hands down. But it's also one of the shittiest movies you can find, hands down. You know, I don't want to say that. It's boring. It's boring. There's not a lot to it. They do have some scenes where they go to war, and those are interesting. But a lot of it is talking and setting up a meeting and going here and going there, and then end up in Cowboy Stadium with fake Destiny's Child. And, you know, Lucy was the movie that I would put in. I bought The Revenant, and I know everyone says it's reference quality. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't even opened it yet. I bought that thing like 6 months ago. Triple X was pretty good quality. I haven't watched all the Divergence. I haven't watched all of my Planet of the Apes. I was disappointed in Watchmen. Kong was pretty good. True. I felt Power Rangers was pretty damn good as far as visuals. This is what I'm going off of. But I would say this and Lucy would be my two movies, my 1 and 2 movies that I'm putting in. If my friends say, hey, man, show me a 4K movie, I want to see what it looks like, I'm throwing this bad boy in, or I'm throwing Lucy in. Lucy is like Billy Lynn. I say Billy Lynn is the #1 movie, hands down, simply because it is shot in 4K or shot in 6K or something like that, downscaled to 4K. And then it just has 60 frames per second. So it moves so smooth. It moves like nothing you've ever seen before. Like, I don't know, the first time you seen that soap opera effect and it was so weird. It's like, oh, wait, why are they moving like that? You get that type of jump, that type of feel when you're watching that. And it's so clean, crisp with HDR and crisp, the way that's the feeling you get. But, yeah, Lucy, this, and Passengers also is another reference quality disc. But it's a lot of my movies that I haven't even seen yet, and I plan on watching them pretty soon. I just got to find the time to get back to you guys and put out a little video. But just a couple of things that was on my mind that I really wanted to address. And I know a lot of you guys out there, you'll look to YouTube, you'll look to Google to get information. And there's guys like that Mr. 4K upscaler. Personally, I have no issues with the guy, but he's very disrespectful. And he's very, you know, he's like a woman. He's almost vindictive. And it's kind of like you can't really just open his eyes to anything. I was telling him a full array backlit TV it gives a picture just as good as, you know, any OLED do. I have the OLEDs that you have, and I'm not having any issues with either, but brightness levels was an issue until this year's. But yeah, some of you guys know what I'm talking about, some of you don't. But anyway, it's been another video for me. You know, I appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. God bless you guys. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.